Hey everybody, it's Tara Green here. I hope you can see me and you've been patiently waited around a second. I think there was a bit of a mix-up there. There we go. There we go. Okay. Bit of a mix-up. I think I accidentally put this on twice and then I could see myself being on live, but nobody else saw me. So I'm just going to wait a minute or so for people to come on here. Sorry about that mix-up. So I want to welcome you to February's live astrology and tarot card guidance. And I can see you on my phone. If you come on, please, and say hi. Yeah, okay, I can see myself on the phone. Okay, so please come on and say hi. I'm here. Hello. All right, I'm going to wait a couple of minutes. I'm sorry if that was a little bit of a mix-up there. I'll wait for more people to come on. So if you haven't been here before, I'm Tara Green. I'm Agent 129 for the Cosmic Intelligence Agency. I'm based up here in Toronto, Canada. It's pretty cold here right now. Yeah, and it's hard to believe we've already gone through 1 month of 2024. 2025 already there. What year are we in even? Okay, 2025. So I'm going to wait for people to come on. Please say hi. Let me know where you're at. I can see there's a few viewers, but don't be shy. Come on and say hi. So if you've been here before, you know how this works. I'm going to talk about the major aspects of the month. So for the month of February, it's a much shorter list of aspects. Of course, it's a shorter list, shorter month as well too. And I am going to talk about, excuse me, the major aspects. And then I'm going to use the tarot cards here. And so we are moving, of course, from the month of being under Aquarius influence into Pisces. Hi from Cloverdale, California. Sorry, my voice is going all of a sudden too. That's not good in the beginning. All right. So moving from Aquarius into Pisces, and there's some big events coming up, even though it's kind of a quieter month, you know, because we're getting ready to go into the big eclipse season in March and Venus retrograde, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so I'm going to use this major, my Thoth Tarot card deck, which is the main one that I use, and I'm also going to use a helpful card here, some helpful cards here from the Heindel Tarot. This is also a very beautiful, deep reading card. And of course, today is a very auspicious day, February the 1st here, again in Toronto, Canada. I know Cosmic Intelligence Agency is situated in Melbourne, Australia, so it's already the day ahead there. But it is February the 1st is a very special ancient pagan celebration called Imbolc, or St. Bridget's Day. It was Christianized as St. Bridget's Day, and it is a fire festival. So up here in the North Hemisphere, yes, I know there's a Northern Hemisphere bias here. We are then celebrating tomorrow that we're in between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. And of course, you're celebrating also Capricorn ingress into autumn down under. So this is a big day. Cross-quarter days, they're called, are the movers in the energy, whereas the cardinal signs, the fixed signs, are fixed, right? They're not fixed. Fixed signs are something else, but the cardinal signs initiate all of the seasons. So we're kind of in the middle of that, right? It's hard to believe it's going so fast already. So I'm going to give a little overview of the aspects. So tonight, actually, January 31st, you're supposed to go out the old tradition for Bridget because it's about love. And also there's a very special energy that we're amping up to tomorrow. Is you're supposed to put out a piece of clothing to grab the dew, and that's supposed to use to help you in love. Now, speaking of love, the planet of Venus, everybody's favorite planet, and of course, Julius Simas, who's the head, who started the Cosmic Intelligence Agency, that is one of her fortes, is working with the Venus star points. So Venus is at her exalted degree, 27 degrees of Pisces right now, and she will meet up with her higher octave Neptune tomorrow. So it's very auspicious. It's one of the best days of the year. So you want to make sure that you are wearing those rose-colored glasses and you can work with your soulmates, work with visualizations, work with meditations, work with creativity. Hi from Queensland. Really pay attention to your dreams tonight, especially because Venus and Neptune are at their best, actually, and Neptune in Pisces, okay? Now, so the overview, again, Groundhog Day is the Christianized version, like this, the secular version of it, actually, on February the 1st, February the 2nd, actually. There's going to be a full moon in Leo this month on February the 12th at 24 degrees of Leo. There's going to be a new moon at 9 degrees of Pisces on February 27th. Venus is leaving Pisces, where she has been in a really exalted phase, to enter Aries February the 4th. So that's going to be a brand new love, brand new energy. Jupiter stations direct on February the 4th as well. Mercury will enter Pisces on February the 14th in time for Valentine's Day. And so Mars will also station retrograde February 23rd, thank God, since it's being retrograde since 6 degrees of Leo on December the 6th. So February 23rd, it will station direct at 17 degrees of Cancer in 1 minute. So that's the overview. And then I'm going to talk about another even bigger overview. So this is one of the best days of the year. Again, if you have any planets at 27 degrees, close to 27 degrees of Pisces, or opposite that, 27 degrees of Virgo, or squaring it, 27 Gemini, which is connected to the North Star, or 27 degrees of Sagittarius, which is actually squaring the galactic center, kind of where all the souls come and go. It's a big wormhole into this galaxy. Okay, so you really want to tune into that, really download. Everybody's talking about aliens and, you know, different ancient civilizations and things like that. Hi, Susan from Pemberton, BC, my friend. And hi, wherever you're from. Yeah, don't be shy. Come on and say hi. So you want to celebrate tomorrow? Put out some offerings today. Friday is Venus's day. You're supposed to eat fish. You're supposed to wear green or blue, or it's all about beauty and harmony and the arts and attraction. And Venus is the goddess of love, but she's also the goddess of war. So there can be some looming threats of war also in the picture. Okay, so just be careful. You're looking for your soulmate. That's very heightened. I'm not saying that you can't meet that person. You definitely could, but just be careful. Wait till Venus enters Aries till you can see things a bit clearer. So on the 3rd, Mercury trines Jupiter, another very nice positive energy at 11 degrees plus Gemini. That's at 1:52 p.m. PST, 4:52 p.m. EST, 9:52 p.m. GMT. So I'm just going to also talk about February the 1st. Sorry, I'm going to backtrack a bit. When the actual Venus-Neptune exact conjunction is at 8:33 a.m. on the 1st, 11:33 a.m. EST, and 4:33 p.m. GMT, okay, which really should be Valentine's Day, okay. Now, on the 3rd, also Mars squares Chiron, so we can be feeling very vulnerable, defensive. It's at 19 Aries. You know, Chiron has basically been sitting at 19-20 Aries since the big April the 8th solar eclipse last year. That's at 6:44 p.m. PST, 9:44 p.m. EST, February the 4th at 2:44 a.m. GMT. I don't know about you, but this Venus-Neptune transit, my head's been in a fog all day. And if you're feeling that way, that's very much a Venus-Neptune conjunction as well. So you're not really here, you know. That's okay. All right, on February the 3rd, Venus enters Aries, bang, you know, in Mars territory. So Venus is going from being exalted to being weak. But she's going to be the Amazon warrioress there when she's in Aries. And she's in Mars territory, so that means new loves, new energy, new independence. Women really step it up. 11:57 p.m. PST, and on the 4th, Venus enters Aries at 2:57 a.m. EST, 7:57 a.m. GMT. On the 4th, also, Jupiter finally stations direct at 11 degrees, 17 minutes of Gemini. That's 1:40 a.m. PST, 4:40 a.m. EST, and 9:40 a.m. GMT. It's been retrograde since October the 9th. I know our sense of time is very off and feels very strange. So whatever you've been planning or trying to put out, you know, Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the sign of communications, advertising, the merch, communications, again, talking. If things have been going on behind the scenes as Jupiter stations to move direct, they should move ahead. And remember also that, you know, Jupiter isn't so great in Gemini. It's a bit weak at that point. Okay. February the 7th, Sun quincunx, which is an inconjunct 150 degrees aspect. They can't see each other. The Sun can't see Mars retrograde in Cancer. So there could be, again, Mars in Cancer stirring up a lot of old family stories, stuff with mom, stuff from your childhood, old wounds, siblings, things like that. Stuff going on in your house could be a bit wacky as well with Mars retrograde, or people coming and going in your house, especially Mars rules men. That kind of energy, but basically it's kind of passive aggressive energy as well. That's at 19 degrees, and it's at 12:42 a.m. PST, 3:42 a.m. EST, and 8:42 a.m. GMT. February the 7th, Venus sextiles Pluto. That's a big power move. So in Aquarius, 2 degrees, 15 minutes. And that is also rules Bitcoin and crypto. So you should hear some big news about that being boosted. Okay. Or it could be another high for Bitcoin on that day if you're into it. 4:14 a.m. PST, 7:14 a.m. EST, 12:14 p.m. GMT. Also on the 7th of February, Mercury in conjuncts Mars retrograde in Cancer. Again, in conjuncts, people don't see you, they can't hear you. You're like, you're kind of tuned out, right? 8:15 p.m. PST, 11:15 p.m. EST, February the 8th at 4:15 a.m. GMT. On the 7th, a nicer aspect. Sun sextiles Chiron in Aries, which makes it easier to be vulnerable. Let down that armor. That armor is getting pretty heavy. At 19 plus degrees Aries again, 10:22 p.m. PST on the 8th, 1:22 a.m. EST, 6:22 a.m. GMT. February. Yes, somebody keeps saying February. Yes, we're in February. Did I say January? February the 9th, the Sun conjuncts Mercury. That's a cazimi. Now, these happen very regularly. This time, Mercury is moving direct at 20 plus degrees of Aquarius. So it's a blessing for Mercury. Again, if you want to present something, you want to market something, you want to communicate with something, Mercury gets blessed in the heart of the Sun at 4:08 a.m. PST, 7:08 a.m. EST, 12:08 p.m. GMT. On the 9th, Mars retrograde trines Saturn at 18 degrees. Water signs, Cancer, Pisces. Also helps Scorpio at that 18 degrees of Scorpio is the most infamous degree in the zodiac. For some reason, people's scripts are coming on very late. Will I sell my house this month? I would wait until Mars goes direct on the 23rd. So Mars trining Saturn. Good time to sign contracts. Again, it's a good time to really kind of let go of some old resentments or guilt, especially guilt. 5:15 a.m. PST, 8:15 a.m. EST, 1:15 p.m. GMT. On the 10th, Mercury squares Uranus at 23 Taurus. Again, this is good for Bitcoin or breaking out, breaking free, renovations, get a makeover in Taurus. It's about beauty, redo your wardrobe. 11:28 a.m. PST, 2:28 p.m. EST, 7:28 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. On the 11th, Sun squares Uranus. That's always fun. Things are very chaotic. Think outside the box. 23 degrees. Again, 11:30 a.m. PST, 2:30 p.m. EST, 7:30 p.m. GMT. There's a full moon on the 12th at 24 degrees of Leo. And I don't have the time for that one. Okay, hang on a second. Should have the time for the full moon on the 24th there. Okay, on the 24th, the full moon. Where are we here? On the 12th, sorry. God. On the 12th, the full moon, timing, 5:53 a.m. PST, 8:53 a.m. EST, and then 5 hours later, 1:53 a.m. GMT. Okay, full moon, 24 Leo. So a full moon is a fulfillment, a completion. Leo rules the heart. And so you want to express your feelings fully, and that is just before Valentine's Day. So that might be a good day to do it, On the 14th itself, Mercury enters Pisces. That's very nice. At 4:06 a.m. PST, 7:06 a.m. EST, 12:06 p.m. GMT. So it's very romantic. It's easy to connect with people telepathically. I know you'll want them to just read your mind and all that stuff, right? And that's great. And so you want to talk about spiritual things. You want to talk about real love connection on the deepest levels. On the 18th, it is Pisces season. The Sun enters Pisces at 2:07 a.m. PST, 5:07 a.m. EST, 12:07 a.m. GMT. And so Pisces is your time to be in your element, water. February 20th, Mercury squares Jupiter at 11 plus Pisces. Again, that can be very creative. Remember, Jupiter is now moving direct. So if you're writing a screenplay, if you're writing a story, if you're presenting some art, that would be a good time to launch. 12:13 p.m. PST, 3:13 p.m. EST, 8:13 p.m. GMT. On February 23rd, Mercury trines Mars. Also, trines are very good supportive aspects. It says close unused applications. Can everybody see me okay? And hear me okay? I don't know why I'm getting this warning on my computer here. Mercury squares, yeah, Mercury trine Mars. Mars is stationary at 17 Cancer. So when planets are stationary, they are at their most powerful. Okay, so Mercury 17 Cancer, 8:58 a.m. PST, 11:58 a.m. EST, 4:58 p.m. GMT. That's where Mars stations. Okay. Sorry, Mars turns direct a little bit later. Sorry, that was Mercury trine Mars. I'm a little bit mixed up here. Excuse me. Mars turns direct at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST on the 24th at midnight GMT. Sorry about that. On the 25th, Mercury conjunct Saturn in Pisces. Again, a good time to sign a contract, declare your love, commit to a dream. Mercury conjunct Saturn in Pisces at 20 plus degrees, 4:02 a.m. PST, 7:02 a.m. EST, 12:02 p.m. GMT. On the 27th, Mercury in Pisces sextiles Uranus, which is at 22 degrees at 1:38 a.m. PST, 4:38 a.m. EST, 9:38 a.m. EST. The new moon is at 9 degrees of Pisces, so a new beginning in the sign of endings. At 4:45 p.m. PST, 7:45 p.m. EST, 12:45 p.m. GMT. And then I'm going to give you a little preview of March because it's very important. Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, harmony, the arts, will turn retrograde at 10 degrees of Aries, 50 minutes at 4:36 p.m. PST, 7:36 p.m. EST until April the 12th. And on March the 2nd, Venus turns retrograde at 12:36 a.m. GMT. So yeah, you want to think about Venus turning retrograde because it will hold back love, beauty, arts, creativity. Yeah, it's 12:36 a.m. GMT, March the 2nd, when Venus turns retrograde, and then we're heading into eclipse season. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to smudge everybody virtually here and take off my glasses because I don't need them at the moment. And so I'm going to smudge everybody virtually, and then I'm going to start. So for everybody, the feature is really about love, about this Venus-Neptune conjunction. I want to focus about love readings, everybody's favorite topic, right? Okay. So whether you're in a relationship, not in a relationship, whatever the story is, however complicated it is, Aries, Venus is going to go into your sign, so you're going to be the stars of the show. And everybody's going to want to be bold and new and fiery and impatient with Venus and Aries. Okay. So Aries, you get the death card. Okay. Now, technically, nobody's going to die. Okay. This is Scorpio energy. So it's about a major transformation in your love life, Aries, especially with Venus leaving Pisces, where you may have been feeling kind of soggy or, like a wet rag. And especially for Tauruses and Libra, it's been very good for Taurus and Libra with Venus in Pisces. Maybe a little bit confusing though. I think everybody's energy has been down with Mars retrograde in Cancer for all of this time. We can't wait for Mars to turn direct on the 17th. But so for Aries, Mars rules Scorpio, which is your other planetary ruler. So again, what do you need to let go of? This is about letting go of toxic situations, events, things that you've been stuck in emotionally for a very long time, and it's time to let go. Okay, death card, Scorpio. Rebirth. So Venus coming into Aries, that would definitely be your rebirth. Venus in her cycles, she's making her star points. The last one was in Gemini. So I would say it's a time of letting go, a major change, also financially, okay, because Venus rules money. So be prepared when Venus turns retrograde in Aries, in your sign. If you're born in the 10th day of Aries, you will definitely feel that impact most fully. All right, so Aries, let's give you an extra helping card too. So let's see what Aries gets here. Okay, so Aries, you get strength. So this is number 8 in this deck. You can see that's a very beautiful deck, actually. Number 8, strength is sometimes 8 or 11 in the tarot. And so be strong. I mean, do we have to tell Aries to be strong? Usually they're headstrong, of course. So be strong, build yourself up. Maybe you need to get into the gym. Maybe you need to get your heart strength fortified. Again, this is Leo energy, okay? Now, Mars started out retrograde in Leo. So again, this is relevant for Aries because The retrograde started in Leo. It's going to take a long time for Mars to get back into Leo as well. But where are your strengths? Maybe you need to play to them in a new way. Okay, remember that all of the planets, getting a bit more ahead of ourselves here, Neptune will enter Aries March 30th, followed by Saturn. So for Aries, you got to get ready to get your act together. Let's put it that way. Okay, so now Taurus. Now Venus is your ruling planet. So Venus and Neptune coming together, ultra romantic. Okay, ultra romantic. Okay, so Taurus. You get the art card here. So for Taurus, this is a beautiful card here. This is a card of alchemy. This is a card of turning lead into gold. You get to be the alchemist. You might want to read that book by Paulo Coelho, a beautiful little simple book. But it's really about the inner marriage. I like to call this the sacred marriage card, whereas the lovers, the number 6, it's almost like Neptune being the higher octave of Venus. This is like the higher octave of the lovers. So you get to turn lead into gold. Lead is Saturn, gold is the sun. So really, this is a beautiful time for you. So there can be engagements, marriages, partnerships, things coming together in a very beautiful way. And wherever you've been stuck or held back or limited, frustrated, again, Mars retrograde has been sort of frustrating for everybody, I think. This is a beautiful sign for you, Taurus. Okay. All right. So Taurus, let's give you an extra card here as well. Okay. So Taurus. You get the Empress. Now, the Empress is the number 3 in the tarot trumps. So in whatever deck you use, if you use the Rider-Waite-Smith deck or this deck or whatever, the Empress is pretty much always the Empress. So she is the great mother, and that's Venus. Venus, by any name, is still the goddess. So she's usually shown in her beautiful form as a pregnant woman. She's very abundant, very fertile, very bestowing gifts, all about the beauty. So really enjoy it. It's very romantic, very idealistic. So Taurus, this is really a great, great time for you. All right. So let's get to Gemini now. Okay, so Geminis. All right. Geminis, let's see what you got. Okay, you get the Magician. Now the Magician, the number 1 card is Mercury, and all Geminis are ruled by Mercury. So this is a new beginning for you. So this Venus-Neptune conjunction, I'm not even going to go through what house it's in right now, but this signifies a new beginning, a new start. It could be in terms of work. It could be an ideal, a dream job, a project, a book deal, a new meeting, a new relationship, a new partnership. It's all partnerships of all kinds, new ideas. So this is very good. This is the spark. This is the spark that you've been looking for. I know also Jupiter changing direction will be a big boon for you too. Okay, so just in the next few days, February the 4th, Jupiter stationing direct will help all of you Geminis to kind of clear out the cobwebs. Okay, so Geminis, let's give you an extra helping card too. So we're working kind of in pairings and partnerships. That's what Gemini is really all about. Okay, so Gemini, you get the Wheel of Fortune. So this is the number 10. The Magician is number 1. This is number 10. So they are related to each other, right? So if you're, it could be some people have personality numbers 19, 10, 1. This is all in the same wavelength. Let's put it that way. So Wheel of Fortune, again, really start to roll it out, move it out. The wheel is moving in your favor. Maybe buy some lottery cards, make some kind of bets, Venus, Neptune, but be careful because Venus and Neptune are debt as well. But it's very good, very positive for you, Gemini. Again, wait till, I would say, the next few days should be really good, again, from the 1st to the 4th for you. Trust, have more faith in the universe. Okay. So now we get to Cancer. Now, how is Cancer's doing there with Mars retrograde in your sign there? You should be feeling kind of tired, going through a lot of old family issues. You're wanting to clean that up, right? Okay, your stomach could be feeling very sensitive as well. Cancer rules the stomach, right? Okay, you get the Lovers. So this should be good for you. Now, because you're a water sign and Venus and Neptune are meeting on Venus's exalted degree, 27 degrees of Pisces, this is very good for all water signs. So again, should be a blessing in terms of love, or if your love life has been kind of crappy, you want to set out some new intentions. And actually, Pisces, it's about gratitude. So being grateful for everything in your life, even though you may be feeling quite drained, there could be a lot of issues with your mother, with family, you're having to kind of clean up the mess in a way. Or it could be a lot of Venus, Neptune is again, guilt. So releasing the guilt, just trusting that everything unfolded exactly the way it was meant to. Okay. And also about being more balanced, speaking your truth, Gemini, speaking your truth right now. But the Lovers, so this should be new love for you as well, Cancer. Okay. Now let's give you a helping card, Cancer. So just be patient. I will get to you. Okay. Cancers. Cancer gets the High Priestess. Now the High Priestess in the tarot, sorry, I keep getting these warnings here. The High Priestess in the tarot, the number 2, there you go, you can see that, is the moon. So Cancer, you are ruled by the moon. So there's a nice synchronicity here. Again, we just had that very powerful new moon, 9 degrees of Aquarius. Uranus has just turned direct yesterday. So for Cancers, you need to stop and slow down and really integrate where you're at. I feel like there's a lot of emotion, a lot of tears. Maybe you've been holding back, you're trying to be strong. This is a chance to really balance out. Number 2 is always about balance, about communication, talking it over, staying in touch with your feelings. There may be a lot of anger, repressed anger that needs to come out. I would suggest that you do let that out as well. Okay. All right. So Cancer. So now we're on to Leo. Now for all Leos born in the first 3 days of Leo, Pluto is opposite your sign. All right, you get the card of the moon here, Leo. Okay, so the moon is Pisces. Okay, so Pisces and Leo are in conjunct each other. They're 150 degrees apart. That's called a quincunx. They don't see each other. So in a sense, if you're born actually also in the last 3 days of Leo, then this Venus-Neptune conjunction is something going on underneath the surface, in the unconscious. It could take the form of kind of dreams. So pay attention to your dreams, Leo. Listen to your intuition more. It may be a sense of pulling back a little bit instead of being so strong-willed these days. Maybe pull back a bit. Maybe listen. Maybe there's people telling you you need to kind of tone it down a little bit as well. So it's about fear. So what are you most afraid of? With Pluto opposite the sun, a once in a lifetime transit, it's about sharing the power. You are not the king. You are not the boss of the world. So you have to tone that down, right? So there can be paranoia as well coming up here. That's a 12th house Pisces kind of energy as well. So maybe you have to watch your back. You could be sabotaged as well. Okay, so for Leos, kind of keep your psychic energy very high. All right, and also protect your heart. Leo rules the heart. Okay, do what's in your heart. All right. Okay, so for Leo, let's give you an extra card here as well. Okay, Leo, extra card. Okay, the star. All right, so the card of the star, you can see these are very different interpretations of the cards here. The star is the sign of Aquarius. Speaking of your devil, personal devil at this point. Again, the star is about breaking free of old patterns, of seeing yourself from a higher perspective, about sharing the power. So, if you're having a hard time, which the moon kind of indicates, then you really have to look at where you backed yourself into a corner, where you're still trying to play the same old power games. They just won't work anymore. You have to be able to negotiate. Okay. And it can also be being free. So that Venus-Neptune conjunction can be also revealing where you've been projecting what you wanted to see onto somebody, but that's not really true. Can also indicate dating on the internet. This is Aquarius energy. Could be open relationships as well. Aquarius is about open relationships, unusual relationships, things of that nature as well. Okay, so the star, it's about wishing on stars. Okay, as well. And I don't know if everybody's seen the planets line up in the skies. Okay, so Virgo. Okay, so now the north and south nodes have moved. North node into Pisces, south node into Virgo. So for all Virgos, as the south node in Virgo moves backwards over the next year and a half or so, it's about releasing, it's about letting go. Okay, so you get this special card that I use in this deck. This is called Calling Card from your Holy Guardian Angel, Virgo. So again, Venus conjunct Neptune and Pisces is very, very beautiful, very exalted. So really learn to listen to your higher self. This is a card signifying that it's there, that you can connect with it easily. Maybe you don't believe, maybe it's never happened, Virgo, because you're so pragmatic and things have to be hands-on. Just ask your holy guardian angel to present itself. Ask it to give you a sign, and then be aware. I know you pay attention to all the details. Be aware that, your holy guardian angel will show up. Now, it could come through your dreams. It could come through your intuition. You have strong gut instincts. You just have to listen to that. So this is, again, a big, big blessing, especially for those born the last 3 days, last 4 days of Pisces Virgo, where the Venus Neptune conjunction is happening. Okay, so big blessings. Okay, all right. So Virgo, let's give you an extra card here as well. Okay, you get the card of alchemy here. So this is the number 14. This is this version in this deck. Again, it's like Sagittarius energy, Virgo, which is squaring Virgo and Pisces and Gemini, by the way. But alchemy is about, again, seeing where you're blocked, seeing where you're limited, seeing where you have limited belief systems. Venus conjunct Neptune and Pisces can be a kind of revealing, the veil, what's going on behind the veil of your own illusions, projections, or defenses. So this is a beautiful card here. Alchemy, it can represent a soulmate, very definitely. Alchemy is somebody that's really your sacred opposite, your partner, and maybe you haven't seen it. And this card kind of maybe listen to your higher self, your gut instincts telling you maybe that somebody is right there even. But it's also about you really learning to love and accept yourself. I know Virgos are always very self-critical, and Venus conjunct Pisces is telling you that you're absolutely perfect and beautiful exactly the way you are. All right? Okay. So Libras. Okay, so Libra, let's get on with Libra now. Okay. Libra's also in conjunct Pisces, by the way. Okay, so you get the High Priestess, the number 2 in this deck. Now, so for Libras, again, because it's a dual sign, the number 2 is also reiterating the sense of you have to have some kind of balance in your life right now. You can't totally be focused on, I'm nothing without my relationship. The High Priestess is very independent. She's the moon. She's reflective. So you need to reflect on the state of your relationships and your creativity. Venus rules creativity. So maybe you haven't been putting enough energy into your own creative side, Libra. Again, paying attention to your intuition, to your dreams, kind of seeing both sides of the issue and seeing through the veil of illusion. Venus Pisces can also be revealing what you don't want to see, what you're in denial of. Okay, could be addictions, relationship addictions, shopping addictions, things like that, right? Or literal addictions, emotional addictions, etc. So maybe this time will help you to face that as well. Okay, looking behind the veil, Libra. Okay, so Libra, let's give you an extra card here as well. Okay, so Libra, let's see what you get here. You get the Devil. Okay. So the Devil here is usually associated with the sign of Capricorn, a sign that squares you. So again, it's about fear. So what I'm picking up on, Libra, is what is your greatest fear? This is what you have to face right now, because you kind of tend to project. That's the whole nature of Pisces. Projecting your fear or what you think other people think of you outside of you, but it's really just yourself. So it's about really, better the devil you know than the one you don't. Maybe you're in a relationship because you're afraid to leave it because it's better, safer than something you don't know, and your fear is about being alone. Now, we are also in a number 9 year. This year, it's called the Hermit year. It is a good year for everybody to spend time alone and to learn to like your own company, okay? So again, the devil could be a fear of breaking free, could be a fear of seeing something that you don't want to see, denial in relationships. That would be probably a pretty prevalent thing going on right now. I don't want to see that this person is not what I want to believe they are. Okay. All right. So Libra. Okay. So Scorpio. Is everybody still with me? Okay. Great. Okay. So Scorpio, we're getting to you now. Okay. You get the star. So the number 17, the star card here, Aquarius, another fixed sign. So this is a time for you to break free, to see the bigger picture. Scorpio, to kind of come out and show the world who you are. This is about being the star of your show. So again, Venus, Pisces, Neptune, trining those born in those last few days of Scorpio there. So this is about maybe an unexpected, chaotic, my sense is boosting into the mainstream somehow. It could be a big break for your job, your career, a creative project, anything of that nature. Aquarius is working with new groups of people, networking, internet dating, having a good, strong network behind you, management, organizations, all of those kinds of things are occurring. And also it's about breaking free. So Scorpios are never afraid to do what they want. Okay, so I don't think there's a fear of breaking free at this point. Maybe it's about reinventing yourself. My sense is you're kind of getting ready to star in your own show. Okay, so you need to follow that. Okay, so Scorpio. Let's see a helping card here for you. Okay, so Scorpio. You get the Magician. Okay, so the Magician, this is the planet Mercury. This is you get to be the Magician, Scorpio. What kind of magic are you going to create now? Okay, so the Magician here, initiating new ideas. It's about putting forward new ways of communicating. Again, this ideal Scorpio Venus. Maybe you're not really saying, maybe it's about your intention. You know, a lot of it is your emotional well-being, your emotional strength behind your intentions, right? Anyway, it's new ideas on all levels. What is your dream creative job that you'd like to do, or your love partner, or whatever it is? You need to talk about it. Maybe there's things you're not talking about at this point. So I would advise you to initiate some new energy into your relationship. Okay, so Sagittarius. Okay, let's see what Sagittarians get. I see somebody saying Sagittarius there. You get the wishing card. Okay, so this is very definitely a beautiful card. I always keep this one minor card here because for Sagittarius, I get to be your fairy godmother and I give you 9 wishes. So everybody with Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius moon, sun, even any placements you have in Sagittarius, you get to make 9 wishes here. And this is a very beautiful, very abundant energy, especially with Venus on her exalted degree. This is Jupiter in Pisces, actually, and Jupiter rules Pisces as well. So, you know, what are your 9 wishes, Sagittarius? I think you're playing small these days. I think you need to amp it up. I think you need to bring your spiritual energy, your creative energy out into the world. I think you need to start having real faith in yourself again. That's Venus conjunct Neptune and Pisces, ruled by Jupiter. Okay, so especially I think when Jupiter starts to go direct, you're going to start to feel swimmingly again, Sagittarius. A good time to travel, good time to fulfill your dreams. All right, so Sagittarius, let's see what you got here. You get number 11, which is Justice in this deck. So this is like Libra energy. Again, Libra is the sign that rules relationships. So Justice, there may be some legal issues or some other matters you need to take care of, something to do with government energy here. It's also relationships. So again, with the card of the wishing card, gratitude for the relationship you're in, gratitude for all the lessons you've had to learn and love. Also making new connections, making new friendships, being creative, getting your creativity out there. Libra, ruled by Venus, you know. Are you really expressing your creativity the way you always wanted to? So it could be starting a new project all over again, or just letting that creativity, that spiritual energy fly. All right, so Capricorn. Let's see what Capricorns have right now. Okay, hi everybody. If there's new people coming on here, I see that there are. Okay, so Capricorn, you get the Hierophant here. So under this beautiful Venus-Neptune blessing and the Imbolc energy, this is Taurus energy, Capricorn, another earth sign. So very harmonious for you. This is about speaking your truth. This is about standing up in the feminine. So in this deck here, this is Isis, ancient Egyptian goddess Isis. So she's, again, any goddess, whatever of her 1,000 names, there's always Venus, and you will see her very bright in the sky. She looks fantastic when she's in that position she's in right now. So speaking your truth, it's also about money, and Venus in Pisces and Neptune in Pisces since 2011 now can be debt. So any debts you have, Capricorn, this would be a good time to talk about them, or it could be inheritance, it could be stuff going on behind the scenes, trust funds, things like that that you haven't dealt with, business partners. You want to speak your truth and stand in your truth, Capricorn. Again, it could be a good time to buy real estate. What's your ideal property, or travel, or have a home overseas, or any of that nature? That's, you know, it's Pisces. It's about fulfilling dreams. Are you in your dream job? If not, well, then this is the time to really manifest it. You know, your belief systems, your words. This is especially about speaking of Taurus, the throat. Your words have power. So use this energy tonight to really speak your truth and bring your wishes out into the world. All right, so Capricorn. Let's see what you got here as well, Capricorn. So you have the Chariot, number 7. So the number 7 is associated with Venus. So you need to feel more emotionally secure, more in the driver's seat. So maybe you're moving forward with a relationship now. Maybe you're moving in with someone. Also relates to where you live. Are you happy with where you're living? Venus and Pluto is about aesthetics and really very rarefied, high aesthetics, very beautiful. So maybe it's time for you to renovate or buy some beautiful objects for your home. It's about cooking. It's about appreciating your home. It's about feeling emotionally safe. It's about letting your feelings out. And so Venus conjunct Neptune and Pisces is very, very emotional. Capricorns are very emotional. They just don't like to express it. Okay. So again, the Chariot here, number 7. Remember, it's all about divine timing. There are 7 days of the week, and you have to move in accordance with those days. Okay. Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, let's see what we got now. Just kind of watching the time. So Aquarius, let's see what you've got. Okay, you get the Chariot. Okay, this is another version of the Chariot. Okay, so the number 7, again, for Aquarius. Now, interestingly enough, Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius. So you both got this number 7 coming in here, number 7 influence. And the planet Saturn moves in archetypal 7-year stages. So every 7 years, your cells regenerate. And so, that's what this is about too, regeneration. If you're an Aquarius, then by rising sign, Aquarius rising, then Venus and Neptune are in your 2nd house of wealth. So what do you need to feel grateful about? Gratitude, Venus, Pisces, Neptune, gratitude. I'm in the driver's seat, Aquarius. Letting yourself feel your emotions. And it's also about feeling protected and safe enough to express all of your emotions. This can also relate to your mother or women in your life. Family, children, nurturing. Maybe you're ready to start a family. Maybe you're expanding your family. Maybe there's members coming in through other relationships. Aquarius is often about blended families as well. So you might be feeling quite moody and kind of up and down. But remember that you're always centered. You're always in the driver's seat, Aquarius. All right, so Aquarius, let's see if we can give you an extra card here as well. All right. So Aquarius, you get the universe. So the number 21 here also, this is Saturn. So this is about coming full circle, kind of after you've been through all the tests and the trials. This is where you get to come down off the mountain and pay your taxes and do your laundry. That's after the highs. That's the Venus Neptune conjunction in Pisces. This is about coming down off the mountain. So this can be a sense of establishing yourself in the world, again, with Pluto moving through Aquarius from 2023 until 2044. This is a sense of establishing yourself in the world, taking responsibility, maturity. It could be a sense of, yeah, I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to find that person. I'm getting serious about that. That's what Saturn does. Saturn is always like dedicating yourself to a long-term goal in whatever area you want to do that. Okay, and now we've got Pisces. Now, Pisces, of course, because the Venus-Neptune conjunction is happening in your sign on that 27th degree and close to the North Node, you get the Hangman. And the Hangman there are 3 special cards in the tarot, and they're not usually related to the outer or transpersonal planets, which I use very personally. But this one is definitely like Neptune. So for you, Pisces, this is about letting go of guilt, letting go of feeling shame, letting go of whatever emotions hanging you up and see things from a new perspective. So this is a big blessing, a big washing yourself clean, I would say, seeing things in a new way. Again, surrendering, allowing the universe to take care of you, knowing that you come from divinity, you're always in that state. You're not a fallen angel. You can always connect with source energy. So it's really about gratitude and about really connecting with your own creativity, your compassion, forgiveness, your own deeply spiritual side. I know a lot of Pisces, because they're so sensitive, when they come into this world, they shut it off because the world is just a bit too much for them. But I would say for you, Pisces, the signal that you need to really express fully who you are, connecting with people who are on your same wavelength, is sensitive and spiritual, and uplifting the world with that. All right, so Pisces, let's give you an extra card here. So, okay, so Pisces, all right, you get the card of the Sun here. So the sun, I love this card here with the rose, that's Venus's symbol. So Pisces, you get to be the shining light. You're in your source energy right now. Really, tonight, tomorrow, really delve into that. Good time to really work with the ancient pagan energy right now of Imbolc, of St. Bridget's Day, the sun, the fire is being lit. It's a card, Imbolc represents midwives and blacksmiths and poets and ancient wells, and the lambs are usually born. So it's a very creative, very spiritual energy as well. So really tune into that and let your light shine, Pisces, and your beautiful light, the rose, beautiful feminine energy that you have. All right. So I want to thank you all for being here today. I want to wish you all the best blessings. Cosmic Intelligence Agency still has a discount if you want to be a member for the next little while. Also, I want to notify people I'm going to be in Sedona for all of March during the eclipses and for April. And I'm going to be doing lots of lives and special readings. And if you're going to be in Sedona, connect up with me. We can do some private ceremony there, ritual. So please get in touch with me at tarot.com. And I want to wish you all the best blessings of February and hopefully see you in March I'll probably be in Toronto just before I go to Sedona at the beginning of March, but wanting to wish you all the best blessings. Okay, enjoy this beautiful energy. And thank goodness that the planets are stationing direct and we'll all be able to move forward. Okay, sending you many blessings of the day.